Alright, I'm not sure how well this is gonna show in the sun, but about to mix up a yard of soil. So my base is the one bale of 3.8 cubic feet of sphagnum peat, and then 3 bags of cocoa. I just grabbed the Psycho. I like the washed cocoa, so that's kind of what I was going after. And then gonna mix up the compost portion, which is kind of broken up between Alaska humus, lobster compost, purple cow, which is a plant-based compost, and then I have my worm castings from Wormy's GR vermicompost and Good Sweet Earth. These are just 2 local sources to me. The other one I mix in there is the biochar, which I have been charging with some fish hydrolysate and worm castings as well. So there's part of the worm castings is already mixed in there, and then my aeration, which is sand and pea gravel. So I'm gonna mix the base up first and then probably just check back in. All right, so I forgot to mention this before, but I do just mix the peat moss, the cocoa, the biochar, and all the vermicompost. So this pile right here is the one peat bale, which I calculated about 6 cubic feet when it's broken up. 3 cubic feet of cocoa. The Alaskan humus is 2 cubic feet. 1 cubic foot of purple cow, which is the plant-based. 2 cubic feet of the lobster compost, Coast of Maine. 3 cubic feet of the Wormy's GR vermicompost, and then 1 cubic feet of the Good Sweet Earth, which is a locally made vermicompost or worm casting. So next is break all this up, flip it a few times by pulling the corners of the tarp, and then I'll mix in the sand, the pea gravel, and the rock dust. Alright guys, I can't really see my camera here in the sun, but started mixing a little further and then I forgot I was recording this. So the basically got that base mixed. I should probably run this through a screen, would be the right way to do it, try to break up any of them clumps. I'm just doing that by hand, I guess, but the reason I don't mix in the pea gravel or any of the aeration stone during the first part is because I want to try to break up those clumps, and if you got rocks in there, it really hurts if you're trying to do it by your hand, actually breaking them up. So yeah, that was the part I got. I spread out 20 pounds of gypsum on there so far, and then the oyster shell I just grabbed from the Tractor Supply, some chicken feed, which it came pelletized. I didn't catch that right away, but the oyster shell's in a little bit of a pellet there. So, and so the rocks that I'm gonna add are rock dust. I got a 50-pound bag of the basalt rock dust from Build-A-Soil. It's a little bit rougher, and it has that I don't know, I guess I'd call that like a 1/4 inch minus kind of. I got this stuff from Rock Dust Local, which this is a microfined basalt, which is actually like a very, very fine powder version. Really similar to glacial rock dust, if you guys have used that. But the combo that Rock Dust Local does is this is St. George's Black, which it's got a little bit more of a texture to it. And so it's kind of just a range of particle size, I guess, for the different basalts that I'm using there, and then a little bit of soft rock phosphate. So 10 pounds of that. The St. George's is, I believe, a 40-pound, and then the microfine is 32 pounds, and then 50 pounds of the basalt. So it's gonna be a little heavy. One other thing I forgot to mention: the rock dust is not healthy for you to breathe in, so you definitely want to have breathing protection. So basically just spreading it out, I'm going to rake it, and then I'll pull each corner of the tarp to flip it in. I do that, rake it out, and then I'll flip it again, and I'll do that 3 times, and then I'll add the aeration. Alright, now I got the base mix done, I got the rock dust mixed in, and I just added the 6 cubic feet of sand, and then I'm gonna mix that in, and then I'll have the pea gravel next. All right, so pretty much on the downhill slide here, I got the base all mixed, the sand mixed in, and then just put the pea gravel here out on top. I'm gonna rake that in and then pull the corners again to flip it. I'll do that another 3 times, and then should be ready to start filling pots and actually adding some amendments. All right, getting closer to the end here, but I basically half fill these number 15 pots, and then I add my amendments to them each pot, so that way I'm not, mixing wrong or having too much of one and not enough of the other, this type of thing. So basically it's a cup of neem, a cup of BioLive, a cup of Harvest Gold silica sand, a cup of crab shell meal, a cup of fish meal, and a cup of kelp. So, and then I'm gonna hand mix it and top it off with the rest of the soil, and it should be ready to rock. Alright, I'm pretty tired, but long day here. But yeah, that's kind of the way it looks at the end. So you can see quite a bit of sand in it. I still am breaking up some clumps of compost here and there. I do got to do a little final mixing when I top it off, but yeah, for the most part, there she blows. Your latest soil mix for me anyway.